614 Startups Nation, I am starstruck right now. I am here with the legend, Miss Falon Donahue, CEO of VentureOhio. How you doing tonight?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. You guys really know how to throw an event. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's the best night of the year.
Yes, definitely been looking forward to it. So how long ago did you start with VentureOhio?
About 4 years. This is my fourth event. This is VentureOhio's fifth event.
Okay, awesome. And so where did the idea come from to throw an annual event like this to celebrate startups?
Well, in year one, which was before my time, they hosted an event for about 200 people. That event has grown year over year to what it is today, which is 600 people, or as many people as we could possibly or push into that ballroom. So we were oversubscribed this year. We had a pretty long wait list, so we had to cut it off at 600.
That's terrific. So the demand is there. People are excited about the startup community. So you guys are doing your job, right? Which is kind of building this community of people who are collaborative and telling stories. But you can probably say what VentureOhio's objectives are better than I can. So what is VentureOhio all about?
This is a great example of what VentureOhio is all about, which is encouraging greater collaboration statewide. There are a lot of very special startup events that occur throughout the state in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus, and everywhere in between. But this one special night brings everyone together in the statewide community to encourage collaboration and foster a greater entrepreneurial ecosystem that allows entrepreneurs to thrive here.
So here's a good thing. I'm hearing from entrepreneurs that I talk to that the goal of increasing access to capital is actually happening. So tell us about your work in that area to try to attract more capital to the Midwest.
Yeah. Well, the watch list is a great example of that. So tonight we have our first startup showcase, but before the startup showcase we announced the watch list. It's at watchlist.ventureohio.org. And this was 35 judges from around the state and beyond came together to create this list in what we believe are the 50 most promising startup companies in Ohio. And we blasted that list everywhere. We emailed it to venture capitalists across the country and started to receive a lot of inbound interest in these companies, and we're able to make connections from there. Okay. In addition to that, I travel a lot, talk about Ohio, and my job gets easier and easier every year because of all the great work that the entrepreneurs are doing.
Okay. So why COSI this year, right? So you would think with 600 guests, you could choose any location. Why did you choose COSI?
Well, COSI has been fabulous partners from us for a very long time. But you know, COSI is very special in Ohio because 1 million students come through here every single year. You know, I grew up in rural Ohio and we didn't learn about startups. We didn't have speakers like Rich Langdale coming to our school, but we did go to COSI. And so the plan beyond the venture dinner is to form an exhibit of Ohio startups that will live on in the coming years to inspire the next generation of Ohio entrepreneurs. And hopefully they'll understand that you don't have to be Mark Zuckerberg, you don't have to have rich parents, and you don't have to grow up, you know, with Stanford in your eyes to build a very meaningful technology company here in Ohio.
Awesome. Well, Falon, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job. So if people want to support VentureOhio, I mean, bring your money here, all of it. Bring it to Columbus, Ohio. Bring it to Ohio in general. But if they want to support this organization specifically, how can they do that?
VentureOhio.org. Follow some instructions from there.
Okay, awesome. It's all on the website is what Falon is telling you folks. And thank you so much for inviting us and having us here. It's an absolute pleasure. Looking forward to the dinner as well. Thank you, Falon.
Thank you.